Welcome back here to a slightly cloudy Vasiliki today. It might look a little bit darker than normal, but at least the wind is pretty much in right now. And I'm going to answer a common question I get here on the channel and through the Patreon link that you'll find in the description down below. Loads of people are asking how you can get a job out here, how you can start to become qualified and trained as an instructor, and how you can come and live this life. Wow, there we go. Speaking of which, there's a gust onto the plane. So, how to become an instructor? Here it is. So, as you can imagine with most things I think in the world, you of course need to be qualified. And to get qualified through the RYA, the Royal Yachting Scheme, is actually pretty simple and made into nice little steps depending on where you're trying to work, what sort of levels you're trying to teach at as well. So to become a start windsurfing instructor, your basic level of instructor, your level needs to be an intermediate non-planing windsurfer, which means that you can sail upwind, tacking and jibing, using a harness and beach starting on a board with a centre board in light winds. So what I'm doing now, planing harness and foot straps, is well above the level to become a start instructor. To become a start instructor, it's a 1-week training course, the Start Windsurf Instructor course, ran in light winds ideally, and run by a trainer at an RYA recognised school. But there's prerequisites to get onto that course. So if you want to join the Start Windsurfing course, you need a valid first aid qualification. You need your powerboat license, as in you need to have a powerboat level 2, which is another couple of days training course. And you need to do an online training module called Safe and Fun. Hold that thought. Round the corner I go. Oh, I've lost power already, I'm slowing down. And I've pretty much stopped in the lull. It's alright, this one isn't a carb drive coaching video. This is just me going for a cruise and telling you a bit more about it. So, Start Windsurf Instructor course. Now the easiest way to do that, to get all of these prerequisites and get some training and make sure you're definitely at the level to become a Start Windsurf Instructor, not just for your personal ability, but also for your teaching and coaching skills. The best way to do that is to come out here to Vasiliki and join in with my friends just down the beach at Watersports Nomad. Now they run a whole series of not just windsurfing but dinghy training courses as well, with the idea at the end of the time that you've been out here with them, you've got the skills up to be a safe, independent windsurfer, as well as a qualified instructor with all the prerequisites. Now when you join in with Watersports Nomad, they supply, they can arrange accommodation for you as well in the Nomad's house. It's actually pretty good accommodation as far as seasonal accommodation goes. You're not going to find much nicer than the Nomad's place. They'll get you through all the prerequisites, your powerboat, your first aid, the Safe and Fun. They do loads of personal skills and training sessions to get you better, not just to the level of becoming an instructor, but way up and above that. And then at the end of it, you'll do the extra 5 days and become a Start Windsurfing Instructor. There's two options with the Nomads. You can do a 4-week or a 6-week training course. Basically, if you've never windsurfed before and you're watching this going, that looks awesome, Vasiliki looks like a great place to live, to hang out, I want to do some time out there, the 6-week training course is the one for you. If you've got a bit of windsurfing experience, or if you're a little bit tight for time, Then you can do like a fast track version, which is the 4-week course, which basically joins in with that 6-week course, but 2 weeks behind the others. Now where to go from then? Watersports Nomads start arranging, if you want it, this is, work experience up and down the beach here in Vasiliki. So it's your chance to actually come and work in one of the teams and experience what it's like, just to think, actually, is this for me? Do I want to commit to a full season? Do I need to get sorted out and come and spend the whole summer out here working in a team like I've got up here at the Cosmos? Once you've got your Start Windsurf Instructor ticket, it's then time to keep progressing and get experience teaching Start Windsurfing. So beginners up to beach starty, possibly using the harness, but really the success for a beginner and the end of a beginner course is they can sail upwind and finish where they begun. The big holy grail for windsurfers, I think, at all levels, not having to walk back up as much or getting pulled in by a safety boat. But then you can start teaching, then you can start getting some hours under your belt, because once you've got 50 hours recorded teaching at RIA sensors, again, hold that thought as I go around the corner. That's a better drive. Bring the camera back. Where have you gone? There you go. Once you've got 50 hours under your belt teaching start windsurfers, you can then do your intermediate instructor qualification. And the intermediate instructor is it's broken into 2 sections. You can have the outcome from the course, which is a 4 or 5 day training course. And the outcome can either be a non-planing instructor or a planing instructor, which really comes down to your ability. It's down to how well you perform during the week as to which one you get. And quite often we get people coming through that haven't got the highest level of windsurfing. It's not a problem. You've got the hours under your belt. You're a solid instructor. We take them through the course, and then you get what's called an action plan, which is basically a year or so to go and get that action plan finished, to go and get whatever little target they may have given you, which could be as simple as joining some intermediate instruction from an experienced intermediate instructor. Do a couple of weeks with them, and then we'll sign you off to get your qualification too. The intermediate course starts focusing in a lot more on non-planing carve jibes, which of course will set you up for your planing carve jibes. As you've seen just then, they could be semi-planing. It's the same sort of skill, but we look at non-planing carve jibe quite a lot. We look at blasting control, getting going and into the foot straps. Probably the other way around there, but getting going into the foot straps first before blasting control. And the big one for an intermediate instructor is knowing and applying the fast forward formula, which throughout almost every video I've done that's teaching, less than so in this one, I've been talking a lot about vision, trim, balance, power and stance, the 5 elements you've really got to nail into to improve your windsurfing. That's not me making it up. That's the RIA fast forward scheme. That's the RIA fast forward scheme being applied live and on board. And the more you can learn that vision maintains your sailing line, look where you want to go, like I'm now coming back upwind a bit, I've twisted my head, my shoulders, my hips, and so forth. That's how you start to apply the fast forward formula for blasting control. And the same with your tacks, your jibes, and whatever else it may be. Another 50 hours down the line, and hopefully a lot more experience teaching, not just the 50 hours, but a mixture of venues, a mixture of conditions, environments, loads more windsurfing under your belt, and you're ready to take on the advanced instructor qualification, the highest level you can get through the RIA coaching syllabus. And I guess the benchmark to becoming a solid advanced instructor is solid tacks and jibes in both tacks on cue. Whatever the conditions, whatever the kit, it needs to be a solid demo. And not just one style of jibe, but the step jibe, the strap jibe, the duck jibe, maybe even a cheeky little upwind or downwind 3, or something like that to throw in there. You don't need freestyle experience at all. You don't need to be sending the biggest loops, or even Balkans and flakka shaka ding dongs. You need to be a solid free ride windsurfer, which is basically what I consider myself as, I suppose. I can do a bit of freestyle, but it's definitely not my forte. But I like to think, if you wanted me to show you a good carve jibe or a step jibe or a strap or anything, apart from maybe the first one this afternoon, I'm pretty sure I can do it on point. Anyway, the summary for this is get yourself out to a water sports nomad in Vasiliki, get on the 4 or 6 week training program. I'm going to say get on the windsurfing one, but the dinghy courses are pretty amazing as well. There's a couple of links I'll leave in the description telling you a little bit more about the dinghy courses too. And I will see you out here, and possibly even once you're qualified, come and get a job with me working at the Cosmos and the Nielsen Centre just in front of me now as I come towards the beach. Thanks very much, team. I will see you back on the water very soon.